Well, hello, thinkers. It's been a while. It's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new me. It's a new life. There's more to that song, I think, but I don't really know it. It's me, Quizmaster Jack, here on Thinking Game Trivia, and it's 2026, y'all. We're playing through Buzzword, pop culture, and sports. Getting back at it. Just back into the trivia. Got fourth in video games last year. Honestly wish I was better, but not much I can do. But here we are, ready to get that crown. We're chasing the throne. First question of the new year. Here we go.
A musician with this first name who founded the band Mammoth is Eddie Van Halen's son. This name is the...
Isn't it Wolfgang Van Halen? It is Wolfgang Van Halen. Getting music questions early. 18 points on a music question. Wolfgang Van Halen, he played guitar on the I'm Just Ken performance at the Oscars. He was there. A bunch of people were there. He was there too.
This actor plays the corporate negotiator Sam, who was drawn into a plot on the Berlin U-Bahn in the Apple TV series Hijack. He portrayed a...
Is that Idris? I think Idris Elba is in that Hijack. Hijack. I put a blur on so you don't see my background, but it doesn't work when I do hand gestures. I'm not sure this is how this whole season's going to go, but here we are right now. Idris Elba in that movie, in that series Hijack, apparently has 2 seasons. Never seen it.
The adjective coiffé applies to this piece if it is required to perform a checkmate. Passar battaglia is an Italian tradition that allows this piece to avoid capture by en passant.
I mean, on passants or pawns? I'll do this on screen. Pawn, rook, bishop, knight, queen, king. There's 6 pieces. There's 1 out of 6 chance right at the beginning there.
A 2016 game in this series introduced a districts feature that was expanded in its Gathering Storm expansion.
Oh, what's
in
Gathering
this franchise's
Storm?
most recent main entry, Crisis Events and the Ancient and Exploration Ages. Sid Meier created, for 10 points, what turn-based...
It's got to be Civilization. All right. Not a great score in Civilization, but I stopped playing Civilization at Civ 4? Yeah, Civ 4 was probably the last Civilization game I routinely played. Gathering Storm, yeah. I like that expansion in 2016, 10 years ago. Civ expansions from 10 years ago, worth asking about. That's what I'm here for with Buzzword.
A film based on this novel was banned in Israel in part due to Alec Guinness's facial prostheses. Billy Joel sang Why Should I Worry for a Disney adaptation depicting...
What? So Oliver Twist is the novel. You don't want Oliver and Company? Why should I worry? Why should I care? I got street, savoir faire. Billy Joel question right off the bat.
This song's first verse repeats the phrases red hearts and kissy face. Its chorus, which interpolates Tony Basil's Mickey, opens by asking, Don't you want me like I want you, baby? A South Korean drinking game inspired, for 10 points. What 2024 hit for Rosé and Bruno Mars with a 3-letter title?
All right. Perfect year out the window with a 3. Is it like LOL? Nope. Never heard of APT. Never. I was on Red Heart Kissy Face. That really sounds like some K-pop stuff. So I was wondering if that was going to turn into a K-pop Demon Hunters question, which will happen this season. I am very sure. That was not. Never heard of APT. Is it supposed to be apartment? I guess. Never heard of it.
On this show, a question about the types of speculums used in pelvic exams is answered by a boy called Ravi. An unexpectedly live grenade is provided by Zosha on this show created by...
I just buzzed in on Zosha, but is that girls? Oh, okay. I would have got that at the end. I think I've seen that live hand grenade thing, like on Instagram. All right, I should have I should have sat on that because Zosha's a name of a actor who was on Girls, not the name of their character. I could have got that if I sat, but I just sort of instinct buzzed on a name I thought I recognized.
This musical's audience is told "Call a Cop" and "Watch 'em Drop" in its opening number, sung by 3 teenagers. In this Alan Menken musical, a laughing gas overdose kills a psychopath dentist who abuses Audrey.
Shop of horror. Oh yeah, the chorus, the Greek chorus girls. I guess I haven't listened to the beginning of Little Shop in a long time.
A humorous myth claims that this food comes from a hill-dwelling animal with legs shorter on one side than the other.
Oh,
Neeps, tatties, and this food form the usual main course of a Burns supper. Offal cooked in sheep's stomach comprised.
Yeah, it's got to be haggis then. A Burns supper, so you know it's Scottish.
An antagonist in this film repeatedly says, "You have to ask me nicely," to a man with a Harvard mouth. The plot of this film involves Santiago dying during a code red in Cuba.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did. Yeah, it's a few good men. 120 is a strong start. I definitely would have gotten Pluribus if I let it go. Was never going to get APT though, so looking 120 will take it, but we probably had at least a 130, but so it goes. No rust. All chrome. I don't even know what I'm saying. That was the pop culture stuff, the stuff I was good at, and now sports, which I'm not so good at, but I do like the questions, unless they're about basketball.
In 2020, this man was drafted 21st, 4 slots ahead of college teammate Emmanuel Quickly. In 2021, this man beat out Shake Milton to start and eventually played alongside James Harden after Ben Simmons refused to play. For 10 points, what Kentucky star is now an all-star point guard for the 76ers?
Is that Embiid? Oh, nope. I named a 76er, but I don't even know if Embiid's on the 76ers anymore. What did I say about basketball?
This team used papaya rules after a slow stop at Monza to re-establish an Australian driver behind his teammate. This team won the 2025 Constructors' Championship with Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. For 10 points, what racing team is owned by the British manufacturer of a supercar called the F1?
Is McLaren British? It is British. All right. For some reason, I thought McLaren was Kiwi, but I guess not. All right. Basketball and F1 out of the way. Now, sports I know about.
The longest-serving member of this organization, Dick Pound, once claimed a third of NHL players used banned substances. The only American to lead it, Avery Brundage, refused to cancel a 1972 event in Munich.
It's got to be the IOC then. There's a C on my keyboard somewhere. I feel like I have heard of Dick Pound before, for obvious reasons. I just didn't remember what it was. Yeah, notable Olympics in Munich in 1972.
Kyle Shanahan said that this quarterback would have started for the 49ers if they had made the Super Bowl in 2023. While coaching in Alabama, this man was asked by Shane Steichen to replace an injured Daniel Jones. In 2025, the Colts signed, for 10 points, what 44-year-old retired quarterback?
Oh, no, it's Rivers, right? Yeah, it's Philip Rivers. Noted grandfather, Philip Rivers.
In a 2023 game, this all-star was the last strikeout victim of Andrei Satoria, a Czech electrician. The Artist of Major drew a piece commemorating this man's MVP win at the 2023 World Baseball Classic. That WBC ended with Mike Trout striking out 2 for 10 points.
Didn't Shohei strike him out? Yeah, okay. What was that thing about a Czech electrician? Czech electrician. Czech electrician. It's like one of those warm-up things. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
An early U.S. competitor in this sport who was nicknamed the Benicia Boy was named John Heenan. Following a politicized June 1936 event in this sport, the Hindenburg transported Max Schmeling back to Germany.
I think Max Schmeling was a boxer.
A defensive tackle for this NFL team who played at Utah State went to 14 Pro Bowls. Another defensive tackle for this team was named Defensive Player of the Year a record 3 times between 2017 and 2020. Merlin Olsen starred on, for 10 points, what NFL team that recently employed Aaron Donald?
Oh. Rams? Oh, they're talking about That was just a question about Merlin Olsen and Aaron Donald.
In this athlete's 3rd season, he told coach Don Nelson that he was an alcoholic and went to rehab. This 3-time Big East Player of the Year is the all-time leading scorer at St. John's. The C in the Run TMC trio was, for 10 points, what Warriors shooting guard with a flat-top hairstyle?
70s basketball? I don't know if it was even the 70s. Maybe it was Del Curry? Oh, Chris Mullin. Yeah, I've heard of him.
This country's reserve goalkeeper spent much of a 2026 final defending towels. This country's manager, Pop Chiao, told players to leave the pitch during its chaotic victory in the 2025 AFCON final. For 10 points, what West African country's soccer stars include Edouard Mendy and Sadio Mane?
Did Morocco win again? Senegal. Senegal beat Morocco. Okay. I did not watch the AFCON final, so the details of that were not readily available to me.
Since this infielder retired in 2013, no player has retired with a higher career batting average than his .316. This 2024 Hall of Fame inductee was Tennessee's starting quarterback before Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
For 10 points, what longtime Rockies first baseman?
It's Todd Helton. Yeah. Wasn't that Clue last? I think I made a thumbnail about Todd Helton playing football last year. I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, you have to ask about stuff over again. I write trivia questions. It's hard not to cover the same stuff again. Add them together, you get 200 points. More in pop culture, which is expected. That's it for week 1 of me, Quizmaster Jack, playing through Buzzword. If you want to play these games yourself, you can go over to naqt.com/Buzzword. I almost forgot. It's been so long. That's what I'm rusty about, is the sign off. That's where you can play Buzzword. They start up a new year. If you're watching this early in 2026, you can play the same thing I'm about to. And if you want to help me out, you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff that YouTube loves. And then I love it. And then the algorithm loves it. Maybe eventually. I don't know. Who knows? That's it for week 1. We got 41 more of these things ahead of us, you and me together. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.